Here we go. Happy Thursday. Happy full moon. And it is full. I just went out and looked at it, guys. That moon is like a big silver dollar, but it's not silver. It's kind of silver and white. Well, a little bit silver. It's like a big moon pie up in the sky. It's really pretty. And yeah, really full. My name is Jason, and this is Ray of Light Tarot. We're going to be hanging out tonight for a little bit, and I'm going to be doing some readings, a couple different things. I'm going to go through and pull a card for all the signs. We'll do Aries through Pisces. Hey, Jane Thing, welcome in. We'll do Aries through Pisces, and I'm going to pull a card for each sign for the full moon energy and for our collective. And then turtle butts. What up, turtle butts? I don't like that. We're going to pull a card for each sign, and then I have got a little list working here and a couple people on it, so we'll do some mini readings. If you would like to get on the list for a mini reading, I think I have 2 people on right now. I have Stephanie and Chad, but if you want to get on the list, it's $20 to ask a question, $25 to ask 2. Thank you, Jane Thang, and we will get you on there. Hello, Stacy. Welcome on in. And yeah, thanks for being here, guys. I don't know. It just sounded funny to me. I'm just teasing. I don't mind it, Janie. You know I don't mind it, girl. You know me better than that. So yeah, the list is open, guys. Get on the list, and let's get this thing popping. What was I going to say? Oh, so full moon energy. Happy full moon. It's a super moon, and that sucker is big and pretty. Brendan's up in he's on vacation in another place, and he sent me a picture from the resort or the hotel. He's with his parents, and of the moon right after it came up over the ocean, and it looks so pretty. It's just like this big yellow, I don't know, like I said, it looks like a moon pie. And it looks the same way out here. Did you get what I sent you on PayPal? I will check. Did you send for 1 or 2? Let me get you added to the list. Miss Stacy, full moon means it's time to clear out, right? Right, everything's full, so it's time to make room for the new, but also receive the full. Steffers, what's up, girl? So you're top of my list, Steph. But before I start the readings, okay, Stacy. Before I start the readings, I'm going to first do a quick little 1-card pull for each of the zodiac signs for the full moon. Okay, but I am going to go ahead and get the list going. I have Steph and Chad. I received yours. I don't know if you just sent yours, Stacy. I don't get notifications for PayPal, but I'll go look. I'll look in just a few minutes. I'll go ahead and add you ×2. And then, yeah, guys, the list is open if you want to get on it. Send over your love offering. It's $20 for 1 question, $25 if you have 2. And I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards starting now. Thank you, Universe. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Angels, Archangels, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors. Thank you, Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel. Guardian Angel, Lechechia, 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 Lechechia. And Bentley, thank you. All right, so here we go. I'm going to pull from this. Aries. You have the 3 of Swords for this full moon. So Aries, if you are a sun in Aries, sun rising, moon or Venus, mostly sun and moon in Aries, you may be dealing with some discomfort. You may be having some emotional pain coming up. It may be something from the past or a few things from the past that are coming up. This full moon may not necessarily feel so good for you, but usually when you get a card like this for a full moon energy, it is kind of like what Jane was just saying. It's a time to release, a time to let go and make room for new, and to sort of try to transmute some of this stuff. Feel it, but also release it. You don't have to stay stuck in it, okay, Aries? Taurus, you have the Ace of Cups. So for Taurus, what I want you to know is that this full moon could be bringing in some new emotions, some new feelings, a gift from the universe of a new perspective about something, or it could even be a new love coming into your life, and you could be falling in love with someone or falling in love with something new in your life, a new job, a new opportunity, a new idea. But be ready for the new and be welcoming and receptive of it, okay, Taurus? Gemini. Gemini, you have the 8 of Pentacles. So this is a great time where you're going to be feeling really good about putting your head down and staying busy. Gemini, you've got such a cool energy, and, you know, I'm a Gemini rising, so I can definitely relate to this. I've been feeling that way. I've been feeling like I just want to get as much done as possible. Like I'm kind of riding a wave of productivity right now. And that's kind of probably what the energy is going to be for you, Gemini, surrounding this full moon, this hunter's moon, this super moon. A real time to just put your head down and get some work done. Hey, Rebecca, welcome in. Cancer. Cancer, you have the world, major arcana, the world. So there's a lot of completion, a feeling of fulfillment, a feeling of balance, and a feeling like you can take on and conquer anything right now. Cancers. Brendan? Cancers. Yeah, so this is really good. I like this. This is awesome. You should be probably taking this energy and just relaxing and enjoying it, right? Just really staying in your good vibes. I always tell people when you get a card like this and it's an energy that feels really complete and good, just try to ride it out as long as you can. Enjoy it. Leo, you have the 10 of Pentacles. So this is a great time, Leo, for you to be focusing on long-term stability, on long-term material needs, and on planning for the future. It's also a great time to be renewing some long-term friendships and getting in touch with people that maybe are long-term presences in your life, but maybe you haven't talked to in a while. Good time for that too with the full moon. Virgo. Ooh, 10 of Wands, Virgo. I can relate to this as well. Be careful, Virgo, especially if you're a Virgo with Gemini in your chart like I am, not to allow that temptation to be super productive to become a burden, right? It should be something that you can balance and really work with, not something that becomes stressful or a burden. If you are a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, make sure that you're not taking on too much. It's easy to get into the feeling of that flow and think like, oh, I can do anything, and then bite off more than we can chew. Virgos, we're known for that because we have a great like macro perspective. We have this great idea of like, oh, I'm going to do all this, but then we get so mired down in the details once we get started that we have a little trouble getting through it. So Virgos, that's a warning card for you, okay? Use the full moon energy wisely, Virgos. All right, Libra, the Hermit. That's the card of Virgo coming out for the Libras. And I love this. I think this is really cool. So Libras, this is a great time for you balance-seeking Libras to spend some time going within in order to sort of find your new pathway, find your new direction. I think you may, if you're a Libra sun, you may have, leading up to this full moon, been feeling a little bit directionless. And this is a sign saying, now's the time to go within, take some time out and find your new direction so that you can then shine the energy forward in a perfect way, all right? Scorpio, the Lovers. Major Arcana, the Lovers. So Scorpio, this full moon is a great time for you to reconnect with something that you really feel excited about, that gives you new ideas, new perspective, new love, interest. It could be romantic. It could just be something that has to do with, you know, what makes you feel you tick and you feel connected to yourself, to someone else, to something big. But, you know, the Lovers is a major arcana, is Gemini energy, and it's the twins. It's like the counterparts, the mirrors. So you're probably going to be seeing a lot of things from two different and equally important perspectives at this time. And I would pay close attention to both, Scorpio. Sagittarius, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, Sag. So now's really a time for you to, I know, Sagittarius, you're a fire sign. You like things to move quickly whenever possible. And they haven't been for you recently, for a lot of you. So things have kind of had a slowdown effect. And you might be feeling that, feeling a little stuck and stagnant. But it's really important at this time that you're paying attention to what's being shown to you. Don't be just so frustrated and stuck in the idea of wanting things to move forward that you miss the message that's trying to come into you while you're in this, you know, somewhat stuck energy or feeling of stagnation, because the stagnation is happening, yeah, but it's happening for a purpose. And it's all about getting that information and realizing something, learning something new, and then taking that information forward, okay? Next, we have Capricorn. All right, Capricorns, the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Capricorns, you love organization, right? You love to get organized and to do things a certain way. Well, the Hierophant is trying to teach you new mental pathways, new ways of doing things, new magical ways of doing things. And this is a major arcana here. So it's like this hunter's moon energy is hunting for you. It's literally hunting out your spirit and trying to teach you, you know, how to best manage your time and how to use that time management skill that you have that sort of outdoes a lot of us on this in the zodiac, and use it to your own magical advantage. So I would really pay attention to the things that you're being taught right now, and to any new sort of light bulb ideas that come in that just feel that sort of excite you or feel like they've just come out of nowhere because they're coming from within and without, but they're going to sort of teach you something new about yourself and something new about that skill of yours and how to use it. Aquarius, you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is interesting for you, Aquarius. I always think of you as so independent and so sort of, you know, different than everyone else. But right now is a time for you to really be nurturing, you know, paying attention to the things, the sort of things that maybe you don't often or always pay so much attention to, Aquarius. The needs of the material, the needs of the home, the needs of your heart and your mind and your body, like trying to get them all sort of in sync. It's really important that you pay attention to that feminine energy within you that wants to nurture others as well, Aquarius, that sometimes you neglect because you get so excited doing other things. This is a time for you to really pay attention to that, right? That it's interesting because this is the Hunter's moon, but for you it seems to be wanting to manifest in a feminine way, at least for our collective. So pay attention to that need. You don't ever want to neglect that. It's just as important as every other aspect of you that seems to somehow take on greater importance in your world. Last but not least, Pisces. Pisces, Temperance. So Pisces are dreamers. You guys, you know, you're connected to all the water energy, of course. You are a water sign, and here it goes. This new moon, or excuse me, this full supermoon, Hunter's moon, is trying to balance some things for you, right? Trying to help you strike a real balance between that ethereal realm that you kind of live in, that dreamy ethereal realm that is your consciousness, and the reality of the world and what it requires of you, okay? There's a lot of clarity coming in for you. You're going to be seeing things super clearly, and you're going to want to express things to people in a clear way that maybe you sometimes don't because you're so dreamy sometimes. But follow through and listen to that, because it's going to help you bring some really necessary balance, but also some realism into that world that you value so highly, okay? That's what I've got for all of the zodiac. Guys, do your part to help this full moon energy benefit you. And yeah, that's good. All right, so on to the mini readings. Stephanie, you are first. Hello, Marihana. Stephanie, you're first. So I've got your two questions. And then I've got Chad, Stacy, and anybody else. If you want to get on the list, just let me know in the chat once you've sent your payment. All right, so Stephanie wants to know, the first question Stephanie had is just she wants an energy check on her current situation since a recent conversation. Just an energy check for Stephanie. Energy check for Stephanie regarding her situation since their recent conversation. Wheel of Fortune, foundational energy. I like this stuff. So things are moving, new energy coming in. Yeah, that's exactly what I was feeling when we chatted earlier. This looks good. You've got the Wheel of Fortune and the foundation. So things are moving forward. There is some change or attempt at change as the result of this conversation. But, you know, Major Arcana, that's the universe offering the opportunity to go with it. So the universe is working with that energy and helping it along. You also have the Eight of Cups, which is someone walking away from a situation that has not been fulfilling them. So that's an interesting aspect of this. You have the Princess of Wands. There is a feminine energy that's that's becoming a little bit aroused or impatient and impassioned about something. And then for your situation here, you've got the Ace of Cups, which is a really beautiful outcome energy. The universe offering opportunity for emotional growth, offering an opportunity for an emotional spark to pop in and pop off on this. And then the Hierophant, really beautiful. This is destined path energy. So things are happening the way they're supposed to and in a really perfected way. There's something going on over here on the side, on the outskirts of the connection. So it's like a connection tied to the connection, and that feels like good energy too. But the big message here is that you've got the Hierophant, the Ace of Cups, and of course the Wheel of Change, Wheel of Fortune in your foundation. All of that we like, okay? Hold on one second. So I'm going to pull an Animal Spirit Oracle card for that question first. because. Just because. So how's everyone enjoying the full moon energy? Has anyone had any issues or stories or anything exciting to share? All right. Horse spirit, freedom is yours. So as the result of this experience and last communication, you should be feeling a lot more free. Like you can just sort of have the ability to just sort of feel the wind in your face and enjoy that. 33, that's miracle numbers right there. So miracles are coming. You're being given a new sense of freedom, and with that comes new opportunity. This is all really good. Really good. And then your other question was about guidance for you. Like, how are you supposed to manage your situation, and what are you being guided to do by the universe? So let's see, what's the guidance, guys? What's the guidance for Stephanie in navigating her situation? Thank you. Okay. The moon and the ion are both foundational energy. So you have the moon and the ion. This is sort of acknowledging foundationally where you are. You still have a lot going on beneath the surface that you're keeping to yourself. That feminine energy, the moon, it's, you know, very, 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 what's hidden, what's unseen, and what's unspoken is still there. But then you also have this ion. There's a lot of that maybe was dormant is being activated and brought back to life while this change is coming. So you need to be aware of both, that although you may be holding back a lot, it's going to be more and more difficult to do that, and it's going to be more and more important for you to share what you're feeling, because as you do that, it's activating important things in your life, and it's allowing for change to come in. And you want change to come in, because change is not only inevitable, it's always good, even when it doesn't feel good, right? Change is good. You're going to be dealing with a couple of difficult challenges over the next couple of weeks, month, holidays, and how you deal with them is going to be key. So, because you have 7 of Cups in situations like somebody showing you sort of emotional confusion at times, up and down energy. 5 of Pentacles, that feeling that can come up of feeling a little bit left out or a little bit out in the cold. And then 10 of Wands, that's somewhat of a heavy burden. Your guidance to how to get through this is, number 1, 8 of Pentacles. Continue doing the work that you've been doing. In other words, continue the spiritual work. Continue focusing on transmuting energy, balance, raising your vibration, and trusting and staying in what? Gratitude. These are the keys to this. Part of this stuff that I just showed you is a test. It's the universe going, okay, we're coming up on the end of the year. How much have you really learned this year? We're going to go back and it's like, think of the universe as saying, you're going to review this year, and we're going to test you and see, have you learned how to deal with this feeling? Have you learned how to deal with this feeling? Have you learned how to deal with this feeling? Have you learned the truth about what those feelings really mean in the true sense of the word, not in what we see, hear, you know, our experience, but in what's really going on energetically. And the more you show that you have passed those, you can pass those tests, and the more you show that you've learned by transmuting it and responding, not reacting, responding the way the universe and we have taught you to respond, the more they're going to pass very quickly, and you'll see then you're ready to level up to the next thing, which is what this ion is all about. Really good stuff. Challenges, yes, but good challenges. So that's that. Let me pull an Animal Spirit Oracle for that as well. It feels a little daunting, but I know you'll get through it and you'll do really well as long as you remember who you are, Simba. Remember who you are, Simba. All right. There it is. And just in case you forgot, the message is, Chameleon Spirit, act as if. Act as if. Perspective. This isn't happening to me, it's happening for me. No matter what it seems like out here, this isn't happening to me, it's happening for me. Act as if. Remember, it's card 14, it's a 5. The changes are coming, the desired changes are coming, but there's always a test before we level up to what we want, right? And that's what you're coming upon with the holidays and everything else approaching, fast approaching. Remember to stay seeing the big picture. Don't get caught in the little details that feel janky. Stay seeing the big picture and act as if. And remember, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. It's benefiting you. always. Thank you, Steph. All right. Charlie. Chad. Is Chad in here? Chad, are you in here, bro? He may not be. He may be working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leapfrog over Chad real quick and do Stacy. Is anybody else on the list that I missed? If there's anybody else that sent a payment in, let me know. Oh, Chad is here. All right, Chad, send me. What's your question? Send me a general question in the chat that you want to look up. Yeah, I didn't see he was here. I didn't think he was here yet. Okay, I'm going to do Stacy's question then, and then I'll come back around and do yours. So think about what you want to ask for a sec. Just had a break. Stacy says she just had a breakup of a long-term relationship about a month ago with a Capricorn. What am I or us to do going forward? What is next for me or guidance going forward? Okay. So you want to know what's happening with this situation going forward, what is supposed to happen with the situation, and then what's the guidance? First, we'll look at the actual situation and what you can expect. Alrighty. So you have the Two of Wands in your foundation. So this relationship, whether it's permanently over or not, is up to you. It is at a crossroads. It's definitely at a crossroads, right? You're at a place where you've got to say, okay, do I want to go that way and do this, or this way and do that? It's clear choices. Like there's clear choices to be made here. Lots of major arcana too around this situation. You know, there is confusion. So you have the Lover's card, right? So it's a strong soulmate connection. No really denying that. High level, strong, very strong. Like this is connectedness. However, you have the Seven of Cups here. So there's a lot of emotional confusion here. Like, I don't know if this is you. Usually these cards are shared in a connection. So it's probably both of you, like not knowing exactly how you feel. And at one time it's them not knowing how they feel. Then when they figure out how they feel, then you don't know how you feel. There's this there's this ball being tossed back and forth of emotional confusion, right? However, there's also the Six of Cups, which is a really beautiful soulmate connection. It's a really beautiful childlike energy. There's a connectedness here that's really special. Sorry, guys. For some reason, I'm having some connection issues, and I'm not sure why. We're back up now. So what's interesting here, Stacy, is you've got the Hermit card, the Justice card, and the Magician card, or the Magus card. So you guys can, like, this is big, and the universe is backing this connection working out, okay? The universe is backing this working out, and the universe supports this being reunited. So yeah, he doesn't know what he wants anymore, but he does deep inside. He may not know up here, or he may not think he knows, but according to this, he knows on a deeper level. He just doesn't realize it. The universe backs it too. I mean, you've got the Magician. You guys can this can work. This situation can work out. It's one of those things you got to decide what you want to do. What you've got to get, and remember the universe, if we send mixed signals to the universe, like one minute we kind of want this and the next minute we're mad at them, so we're like, I don't want them, I need to cut cords. Well, then the universe doesn't know what to give us because we're sending the universe mixed signals. The first thing you have to do in a situation like this is you got to get clear. No matter what they want, you got to get clear about what you want. If you want him gone, then you've got to send a clear, I want him gone, cut cords, and let the universe know that, and he'll be gone. If you want him back, you've got to also send a clear message to the universe that you want him back. You want him, and visualizing that constantly. You can't let your emotions, which change off and on throughout a day. Typically, as humans, we can't let our emotions dictate the message we're sending to the universe, right? So if you got to get really clear, get quiet, get clear with yourself about what you want. Because even though you may say, I want him back, I want us to work out, there's probably 10 to 20 times a day where you get frustrated, hurt, and you think other thoughts. You know what I mean? That's how it is when you're coming out of a relationship. So you got to really get clear on what you want. It can work out if you want it to, or it can be done. The magician is like, you can decide. You're the creator. You're the manifester in this. Both of you, but you in this situation. So get clear about what you want, and then make sure you stay in that energy. You don't let your emotions shift that decision, right? And then start visualizing, using gratitude, raising your vibration, all of those things based on what you've decided you want to manifest. There's also a big need for communication, and it's also important for you to give this person the space they need to miss you. If you guys are if they want to be done right now, let it be done as far as they're concerned. Give them space, let them miss you, let them figure out what they lost, right? Because then they're gonna want to come back in. We all, as human beings, we always do the wrong things. When someone wants to leave us, what do we normally do? But I love you, blah, 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 don't you love me? That's the worst thing to do. Because if someone has decided to leave, even if they love you, and they probably still do love you, they've already decided to leave and they're not attracted to you right now. Like, for whatever reason, if they're wanting to get away from you, they're not feeling the attraction, right? So they want to be away. And that guilt's not going to work. What works to bring someone back is them missing you and them feeling attracted to you. And what makes someone miss you and feel attracted to you? Silence. You moving on. You being happy. That's what does it. So remember, you just kind of got to get into that mindset of, I'm going to move on, I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to be silent, and I'm manifesting him to come back. All at the same time. So then that's kind of the guidance for the next question, but let's do cards and see what the next question says after I pull an oracle card for this relationship. And a lot of times when someone starts saying they don't know how they feel about you, then there's either been enough lack of communication or enough situational issues that have caused the closeness, the intimacy to be damaged or affected. And, it happens to even the most in love couples. You have the squirrel spirit coming out. It says, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. And, the squirrel spirit is also about like storing up for winter, preparing for the future. So what I want you to think about, the relationship is what we were just looking at. You're getting the squirrel spirit. So and don't worry so much about what's happening. This is saying to me to tell you, don't worry so much about what's happening right now. What's happening right now is really inconsequential. You're in a shitty spot right now, and you both are. You're not happy together the way you would like it to be if that's what you want. Think more about where you want to be in 6 months and a year, okay? Because that's what matters. What right now is already doing what it's doing. You start planning and focusing on storing up for the future. Manifesting, visualizing, gratitude, all the things that help raising your vibration, focusing on you and making yourself happy, all the things that make you turn into a magnet that just attracts everything you want to, like this, right? We don't chase, we attract. And so that's what the squirrel's doing as he's over there, like getting all of his nuts together. He's not gathering nuts for summertime or for fall right now. He's gathering those for the winter. And that's what you want to be doing right now. Just preparing yourself to be ready so that you can offer the best foot forward when that relationship is ready to reunite. If that's what you want. Or when the next relationship comes in, if you want to just move on and cut the cords, right? It's up to you. Let's see what your guidance is here. Well, it looks like you want to reunite here, I guess, for the most part. I can see there's mixed emotions, but you've got this Four of Pentacles in your foundation. So foundationally, you haven't let go of this, right? They're saying like you're still holding on to this relationship. So you want it to work out, and it absolutely can. You've got the Two of Cups. It's still very connected on a soul level. So nothing's changed there. The universe is giving you an Ace of Cups. So the universe is backing it. The universe is sending in a potential for new love to come in with this person, for new emotional feelings to pop up. The universe is offering you what you want here, right? But it's going to take time because you've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is about waiting for the right moment, trusting the timing. It's not going to happen tonight. It's going to happen when it's time. And then you're being guided with Queen of Wands to work on yourself, work on your magic, work on your energy, right? The Queen of Wands is magical. She's powerful. She's fiery. She's attractive. So if someone's not feeling super attracted to you right now, it's because you're not taking care of you the way you should be or haven't been. Maybe you've been taking too much care of them or some other people in your life, and it's caused them to just lose it. Well, guess what? That sucks because you were probably taking care of them because you love them. But you know what? Take care of you now so they can be reminded who you were when they met you, because that's what they want to see. So that's who you need to get back, right? That Queen of Wands, that fiery, magical energy that can do anything. That's what that person needs to see, sense, feel coming from you again. And it can all work out. It's not even that far off. All of these cards just make it seem like it's right here. They're just still right in this orbit of yours, okay? So it's usually not like that, you know, when you're in separation. It doesn't usually feel this close. I mean, this is like, oops, I had a change of heart, that type of thing. So, yeah. Okay, so this is the animal card, animal oracle, animal spirit oracle for your guidance. Although the other one was too, but this one really is more geared toward your actions, your guidance. Two came out. So you've got the hawk spirit and the seahorse spirit. Let spirit be your guide. Watch and wait, right? Allow that. And the seahorse, the male seahorse giving birth is always something I bring up, but it's really important in this sense that you need to allow this person to step back into their nurturing role, right? They need to be able to step back into their nurturing role and to take care of things. And look in your foundation. Most importantly, you have the peacock spirit. Remember to let shine what made in the first place you unique to this person and what continues to make you unique. They're not going to be able to replace you with anyone else, right? They're certainly not going to be able to replace that connection with anyone else. And it says, let it shine. So you've got to go back in, raise that vibration and let your light shine so that they can see it and feel it, literally feel it on them again. And yeah, there's no contest here. It's not even going to be hard or difficult for you. Really, it doesn't feel like. So good luck. Good luck, Stacy. All right. So, okay, Steph, Stacy. So Chad, I have Chad next. Chad, did you think of a question? Oh, Rebecca. Yeah, if anybody else wants to get on the list or did send a payment to get on the list, let me know in the chat, okay? Because you have to let me know. So Rebecca times 2. The list is open. It's $20 or $25 if you want to ask 2 questions. Chad, whatever comes in and whatever you feel it's towards. Okay, whoever you feel it's towards. Messages, general guidance for Chad. What is he most needs to know at this time? And then you're next, Rebecca. There was nobody else after Chad. Your messages for Chad. Hey. Oh, okay. All right, so you keep getting this. You're getting the 5 of Cups in your foundation, Chadsky. What's that about? Princess of Cups reversed. Ace of Swords reversed. I don't know why this feels like a theme for you. You do have a tough gene key, right? Your gene keys are a challenge, right? You know that. Jai and I talked to you about that a year or 2 ago. But having said that, where you're at, there's a lot of good things happening. This kind of reminds me of what I was telling Steph. Don't let the feeling of worrying too much about the future or the past or any other thing stop you. It's really important when I see this card in a foundation to remind you to stay present in the right now. Like the right now. Don't think about tomorrow. Don't think about next week. Don't think about 2 weeks from now. Think about the right now and find the gratitude for little things in the now. Like I'm talking about a nice thing somebody said to you 10 minutes ago. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Going and getting some ice cream with your nephew or niece. Just the littlest present moment things. That's what you've got to really focus on right now, because your mind can be your best friend, but because of your gene keys, it can very easily become your worst enemy. And the wheels are already starting to turn in ways they don't want to, the universe doesn't want them to turn in. The universe wants your brakes locked and the wheels not turning. So even if the wheels are just slowly rolling, that's too much right now. Lock the brakes. Stop the thinking. Stay in the mode of, oh, there's a dragonfly. Cool. That's good luck. Like that's how much in the present moment I want you to focus on being right now and get out of anything else. Anyone that tries to pull you out of that present moment, tell them, hey, have respect for my spiritual path. I have been advised and I know I need to be in the present moment. And the present moment is if I see a dragonfly, I say thank you for it to the universe 7 times and that's it. Don't be talking about anything that takes me out of that. Like you need to be in that. Brakes locked on the wheels that turn in the head, because it's pulling you into these things that are bad for you right now. And the universe is trying to do amazing things for you. And that just even a little bit of turning wheel from outside influences, even influences that are supposed to be in your life right now, is not good. So remember that. It's very important because you've got some big decisions to make really quickly, like in the next probably 2 weeks. And there's an 8 of Cups coming in, which is going to be an interesting one. Because, the 8 of Cups is like having to decide to walk away from a situation, but also like not completely. So, or walking away while also appreciating things. You've also got the Knight of Pentacles, which is about slowing down to almost a crawl, right? And stabilizing the energy, being really grounded, like doing grounding I would say do some grounding exercises, some exercises to ground your energy in the present. You've also got the Hermit, major arcana guidance. I was just talking about the Hermit, going within, taking a moment to check out, shut out all the noise and go within, only connecting to your higher power and nothing else, so that you can really see clearly where you're supposed to go, right? And what you're supposed to do. Because you've got this Queen of Cups energy out here crowning in, and it's going to bring a lot of thoughts when it comes in. It's like ready to burst a bubble. It's like the Queen of Cups is coming in to burst this bubble that's formed and get back in here. But the only way that the Queen of Cups can sort of pop in and do this is after you are doing all these things here that are required of you that have nothing to do with your mind moving. It's all about the spirit and the spirit raising up and raising the vibration high to pop the bubble so the Queen of Cups can come flying in. All the other stuff doesn't matter. All the things that you're right. And here's why the universe wants you to slow down, because all the stuff you're thinking about right now is going to mean this much in 2 weeks. 0. Because your life is going to be so different in 2 weeks than it is right now. All the things on your mind are going to mean literally nothing. 0. Because you're going to be like, oh my God, abundance is here. Everything's working out the way I wanted, and I didn't even see it coming. Well, it is, but you got to get out of what you think is important right now. Get out of it. You don't need to, there's nothing you need to decide. There's nothing you need to worry about. You need to stay grounded, stay grateful, and just stay. Don't move. Nothing else. Nothing else, right? She's trying to go, boom, Queen of Cups, right? It's really good. Really good stuff there. All right. Hey, hi, Jason. It's Sherry from Syracuse. Sherry from Syracuse. Hello. Welcome. Happy full moon, supermoon, hunter's moon. Happy. Let me see if there's anything else here, Shadsky. Animal spirit wise. Here we go. Chad, remember what we were talking about? Remember how I was telling you that Brendan and I the other night, we did that chef class together? that cooking class. And just like returning to like a moment of just peaceful presence, being that how that is, that reminder I had to just remember to return to peaceful presence, not worrying about like, how am I going to do this in 6 months? How am I going to make this happen? How am I going to fix this? Yeah, same thing. This is a great reminder for you too. The lizard spirit, right? Dream the world into being. Your dreams right now are so connected to your reality that to your near future reality that you have no idea. You are literally dreaming the world into being. Like your dreams are trying to manifest in the reality. Remember what I told you on my walk the other day, that you're having a lot more dreams about a specific situation than you even probably remember? That's what this is about. That lizard spirit is strong. And the lizard spirit is also very much about opportunity. Lizards are opportunists. They don't chase things. They sit and wait for a bug to land in front of them, and then they stick their tongue out and grab it. They don't worry. They just sit in their little lizard skin. They wait for whatever it is to land right in front of them, and they just shoot their tongue out, grab it, and they're good. That's what the universe is telling you to do. Sit in gratitude, right? It's green, it's abundant, right? You're in an abundant mode of thinking and feeling and everything else right now, right? 38, that's an 11. That's an 11. That's the opportunity, the doorway. You just stay in that abundant mode of being right now and dream the world into being, because that's what's happening for you. Yeah, it's really cool. So don't worry. Don't worry at all. No need for worry, because everything that seems important is literally going to mean zero very soon. Okay? All the things you're worried about are merely things that are helping you get what you really want. So you don't need to worry. Trust, trust, trust. All right. Thank you, Chad. Next is Rebecca. Rebecca is next on the list. Give me your first question, Miss Rebecca. Okay, y'all. I do have an announcement coming soon. I'm not going to say anything tonight. I've told a couple people that know me really well about it. General love reading, please. Brendan and I are working on something really exciting that I will share with you guys soon, but I'm not quite there yet. And it's definitely something that you guys will be interested in, I hope. And it's something that we're really excited about and that we're going to roll out here in the near future, like weeks to month away. All right. General love reading for Rebecca. So general guidance for Rebecca regarding love. What does she need to know? What's her guidance? Okay. Hold on. It's coming out. All right. Lots of aces here, so this is good. You do have the Two of Swords in your foundation, though. So with all these aces and a major coming in, make sure that if there is anything that you're maybe... This doesn't feel like you're blocking something to me, though. It feels more like not so much blocking something. You may be missing something, just not really seeing it for some other reason. You've got the Two of Swords, and behind it is the Six of Cups. So there is a guidance to kind of get into that childlike energy, that childlike, super connected springtime energy just for a minute, to try to really open up the awareness and the receptivity to whatever these things are. Because you've got coming into you've got the Two of Pentacles, which is that sun and moon energy here. You can see there's a balancing, and it's a time of balancing that's very, very connected to your divine and destined path, right? And then some really good stuff. But before I get to the good stuff, again, another sort of like, watch out. The Seven of Wands came out crowning, and that's like a little bit of defensive posturing. So like the Two of Swords typically is being blocked off. The Seven of Wands is typically like being blocked off, blocking the doorway, like defensive posturing to something. So I don't really feel that for you, which is the thing. I don't feel that about you, but those are coming out in two really weird places. The universe is saying in love, you've got good things wanting to come in. You've got the Temperance card, like there's a balancing trying to happen, so that then as the result of that, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords, bam, gifts are coming in. Renewed passion, renewed way of thinking, renewed excitement, energy, information, all of that's wanting to come in as the result of a balancing that's trying to take place. But there is something here that's kind of keeping it like walled off a little bit. And I wonder if it has to do with having not moved yet, if it's something to do with what we talked about, the place that you're in and the energy around you more than you, because I've never known you to be blocking things and defensive like that. I mean, you have had some tough times in love recently, and you have had some struggles, and that can build up things within us unintentionally. But it feels like it's an energy that's working, that's a conscious energy around you more than within you. And I'm not sure exactly how you can remove that. Well, the best thing you can do is really visualize the balancing, really stay focused on balancing your energy, right? And hey, Zainab, good to see you, honey. Stay focused on balancing your energy and on really, really focusing on clearing out any preconceived, kind of like what I was saying to Chad. Don't let your thoughts take you away from the now. Because when we do get into these energies, it's because we're not in the present moment. We're thinking about what will happen next. Where will this go? Da 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 da. Don't let your thoughts carry you out of the right now. Like if someone says something is flirting with you, flirt back. Don't think about what they mean by it. Don't think about where it's going to take it to. Just flirt back if you like it. Like keep it as simple as possible. That's the best guidance I can give regarding the cards I'm seeing. Keep it just as simple as possible and as in this moment as possible, because this is all we have, and it's trying to do something really big for you. And I love that you're not taking it seriously. That's perfect. That's perfect, because if you were, you'd probably be overthinking it, because that's what we do when we take things seriously, right? So I think that's really good that you're not overthinking it. You're not taking it too seriously, and just stay in the really simple enjoyment of whatever this is. Enjoy, okay? I love that. Just enjoy. Yeah. Let me pull a animal spirit oracle for this question, and then you can go ahead and put up your second question. More the blooming of a flower blooming. Yes, exactly. I love that. Aw. I love that, Jane. Receptive, magnetized, receptive, ready. Whoa, okay. Owl spirit. Hold on, and something else flipped over here. Hold on. Owl spirit and skunk spirit. Okay. So the owl spirit, card number 43, that's a 7, completion. You see clearly now. You see clearly when? When you think about the future? No. When you think about the past? No. When do you see clearly? Now. Remember? Now. That's when we see clearly, guys. In the now. You see clearly now. And we all do. If we stay in the now, we see clearly. But if we get caught up in anything else, we won't. So see clearly now. Do that. Then you got the skunk spirit. Know your worth. 54. You're wrapping up some tough things, right? And some challenges that you do know your worth. This is just reminding you. You're wrapping up some tough things where it's been challenged by dummies that didn't know their own worth or yours. And a couple of them's name started with a D, if I recall. But you know your worth. And it's reminding you, know your worth. Know your tribe. Know your worth. Okay? Yep. Okay, what was your second part, Rebecca? What was part 2? Whatever else comes out. Okay. Is anybody else getting on the list tonight? I have an open list and nobody waiting. If you would like to get on the list, it's $20. Skunk after, it is a skunk after all. $20 per question, $25 for 2 questions. List is open. All right, Rebecca, here we go. Here we go. The cards feel like an onion. They're burning my eyes. The Temperance card came out again. And look what's foundationing. Ion. Bing. Something is definitely coming alive. Major Arcana. The Chariot. The Wheel of Fortune. Healing. There's still got... Okay, so what's happening? You must be a little bit closed off more than you even realize, because all of this is wanting to happen, but look what has to happen first. They're saying, like, 4 of Swords. That's healing. That's a little bit of healing and a little bit of resting, and that's what's going to balance this stuff out, and that's what's going to lead to all of this doing what it's trying to do, which is really awesome. So I think part of this, the problem is outside of you, and it is situational, but I think more than anything, it's important for you to really get into the 4 of Swords energy of healing. Really make that your present intention. I'm healing the things from the past that may have piled up and I didn't even realize it. That may have... Sometimes when we have trauma on top of trauma on top of trauma, we can heal one of the traumas and we think it's done, but there's still so much scar tissue there we don't even realize. And I'm getting that there might be a few traumas piled up that you need to really just allow. It's just the allowing, just the allowing. Take some time for you. I think you need to take some time, just like while we're enjoying this really like cool fall weather, maybe the first snowfalls and such, go out and go sit by a lake and just breathe. There's something here for you to just rest and just allow these things to heal, because this is a lot and it's really good, but it's a lot, and it's not quite where it needs to be for it to happen, but it's still now. So it's like, it's ready. It's time. Just let something, it's kind of like warming up a car when it's cold outside. You know, like if your car's parked outside in the winter and you want to go let it warm up for like 10 minutes before you get in it to drive because you don't want to freeze. That type of energy, right? So just warm it up a little bit, give it time to heal, give it time to prep, and then you can really let the things flow in that want to flow in. Because you can see by the things that are happening, like these new people, these flirtations, something's wanting to just soar into you, you know, just soar in. So just about allowing yourself to prepare. What did Jane say? Have you ever seen Fantasia? The old one. You should watch the flower scene and the fish scene, like the whole pond scene. It'll help ignite the feminine energy. Or like what Jason said, go to a lake. Same vibes. Water, ease, beauty, safety, water, flow, and without a thought you bloom. Let it soar in. Yep. And well, it's all going to happen at once too. I think, you know, it's not even like I said, it's not that you really are going to require a lot. It's like the minute you truly just sort of let the rest happen and the healing start to happen, in the midst of it happening, then everything flows in. It's like all at once. Boom. Okay. She did it. Now let it in. So you've got the dolphin spirit. This and that are true. So both things are happening and true at the same time. You're ready and you are still a little not ready and blocking it a little bit. So it's like they're both happening. There's all this beautiful healing and all this beautiful things ready to rush in, but you still got to kind of allow that moment to line up perfectly, right? Allow that eclipse to just perfectly align. And as you're doing the allowing, that's also gonna allow for the healing. Now is a lucky time. When's a lucky time, guys? Not the past, not the future, not tomorrow, not next year. Now is a lucky time. And when is now? Now is always. Okay? I love it. I love it for you, Rebecca. I love it. It's all about now. I love Ilion. You and me equals love. Yep. I think we're done. Did anybody else purchase a reading that would like to let me know? Otherwise, we're going to wrap up and call it a night. That was fun. Thank you, Jane, for the good confirmations and for the beautiful words of wisdom for her. Guys, enjoy this full moon energy. It's a 3-day full moon. I don't know if you guys have looked it up and stuff. This full moon has 3 days of energy. It started yesterday. I mean, it maximized this morning, I think, but it started yesterday. It's just chilling. It's just chilling, and it's like, bask in it. Let it heal you. Let it heal you. Let it help you release what you need to release. Let it help you become what you're supposed to become, and just be in the now. All about the now. Exactly. Homework, watch Fantasia. That's it. Homework, watch Fantasia. You're welcome, Chatsky. Thanks for being here, my man. You guys, I'm going to be on some this weekend. I've got more Zodiac readings to put up and a lot of other stuff to do, but I will probably be on tomorrow night. If not tomorrow night, then Saturday night or Sunday. I'm going to be on one of the next 3 nights, okay? And be looking for Zodiac readings coming your way. All right, you guys. You guys have a good night. If I don't see you before, have a good weekend. And stay in the now. It's all about the now. Om now. Bye, guys. Have a good night.